You start noticing strange things. People standing where they shouldn't be. The same cars driving past you over and over again. Strangers looking at you with expressions that don't make sense. It doesn't feel random anymore. It feels orchestrated. Different people, different locations, but the same looks, the same energy, the same patterns. And somehow, it all seems directed at you. But here's the part that really messes with your mind. You can't prove it. You can't confront it. You can't even explain to someone without sounding paranoid, because that's exactly how it's designed to make you feel. Confused, isolated, and unsure of your own mind. You may have tried to rationalize it, tried to tell yourself you're just imagining things, but deep down you know something is wrong, because it keeps happening. And no one else seems to notice or admit it. But you're not crazy, you're not alone, and you're definitely not imagining it. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 clear signs that you're being targeted by gangstalking. Signs that countless other victims have reported, patterns that don't lie, and proof that this is not just in your head. Let's break the confusion and expose what's really going on. 1. Subtle hand gestures and signals. It starts small. You'll notice random strangers flicking their hands, scratching their heads, adjusting their sleeves. But it's not just random. It happens again and again, often with the same gestures, same motions, by different people. At first you think you're being paranoid, but then it keeps happening, in different places, with different people, and it always seems directed at you. These gestures are a form of street theatre, coordinated non-verbal signals designed to provoke confusion, self-doubt, and hypervigilance. It's meant to make you feel like you're losing your mind, and that's exactly the goal. To gaslight you, to make you question your perception, to force you to fixate on every little movement around you, rather than focusing on yourself and your goals. It's a quiet psychological attack, subtle but extremely disorienting. 2. Color coding and the hijacking of your mind. You start noticing strange patterns in clothing, red t-shirts, red cars, a group of people walking by wearing the exact same shade. It seems like coincidence, until it keeps happening. And it always happens in clusters. 5 red cars in a row, a group of people in red walking past you at once. And now you start to see red everywhere. Here's what's happening. Your reticular activating system, RAS, the part of your brain that filters what's important, has been hijacked. By flooding your environment with a repeated stimulus, a colour, object, phrase, your mind learns to track it. That's what the RAS does. It filters the noise and highlights what seems important. Gangstalkers train your mind to see patterns they created, and once you're sensitized, they can ease off and let your own brain do the work. Now just a single red car is enough to trigger anxiety, confusion, or trauma. The worst part? To outsiders this makes you look unstable. They don't see the pattern, so they assume it's in your head, which isolates you even further. 3. Noise harassment, sensory overload. Car horns, sirens, motorbikes revving, slamming doors, loud talking, forced coughing. Wherever you go, the noise follows, and there's always someone nearby to trigger it. This tactic is called noise campaigning, and it's a form of psychological torture designed to keep your nervous system in fight or flight. You never feel at ease, you can't think straight, you can't focus, and it begins to weigh you down. You might ask, why the noise? Because a confused, unfocused, exhausted mind is easier to control. You stop thinking about your purpose, you stop being productive, you become reactive, scattered, and overstimulated. That's the goal, to strip your peace and take your power. Four, social synchronization and public mimicry. You enter a room. Suddenly, someone on their phone says something you just Googled. You sit down, and the person next to you mimics your body language. You look up and notice another stranger doing the exact same. This is synthetic synchronicity, a tactic designed to make you feel watched, studied, and mocked. People echo your phrases, mirror your actions, or start private conversations about things only you should know. It's not a coincidence. It's a psychological ambush, meant to destroy your sense of privacy and individuality. This level of gangstalking attacks your identity. It makes you feel like you've become a spectacle. Your reactions are being recorded. Your life has become a script that others are reading. And yet you can't call it out because it's all deniable. 5. Coordinated surveillance and spatial control. You leave your house, and the moment you step outside, a car pulls up, someone walks in front of you. You turn down a street, there's another one. You stop at a store, someone's already there, waiting, and it keeps happening over and over again. This is where gangstalking turns into active surveillance and crowd control. Not just gestures, not just noise, but people physically blocking, delaying, or infiltrating your path in real time. This kind of targeting is often technologically coordinated, using location tracking, facial recognition, predictive AI, or just community-based networks. The point is, it's calculated. They know where you're going before you do, and they make sure you know that they know. This erodes your sense of freedom, autonomy, and safety. It makes you feel owned, like you're on a leash. You've probably asked yourself this many times. Why me? Why would anyone go through all this trouble? And the answer isn't as complicated as it seems. The truth is, the people behind gangstalking are broken, emotionally bankrupt, spiritually hollow. They gave up on themselves a long time ago. So now they focus all of their energy on you. Because you didn't give up, you're still trying, still striving, still standing. And that alone threatens them. They don't want to improve. They don't want healing. They don't want light. They want to drag you into the darkness with them, because your light exposes their shadows, and they'd rather extinguish it than face their own pain. So what do? They study you, watch you, copy you, and then try to ruin you They want to wear you down little by little. So gradually you don't even realize it until you become a shadow of yourself. Your credibility is destroyed, your reputation twisted, your inner peace shattered, and worst of all, they want you to blame yourself. This is narcissistic abuse on a collective level. It's projection, blame shifting, gaslighting. They are everything they accuse you of being. They are the chaos, the instability, the toxicity. But they deflect it onto you to keep their fragile egos intact. They want to feel superior without doing any of the inner work. They envy your self-image, your dignity, your peace of mind. So they launch a psychological war to take from you what they couldn't build for themselves, because your presence, your very existence, is a reminder of everything they'll never be. Their goal is simple: to break you down until you don't know who you are anymore, until you're too disoriented to fight back, until you accept their version of reality as your own. But don't fall for it, because the fact that you're here, watching this, seeking answers, means they didn't win. You're still moving, still searching, still awake. And that alone makes you dangerous to them. So if you're experiencing these signs, no, you're not imagining it. You're not too sensitive. And you're definitely not crazy. You are being targeted. But it's not because you're weak. It's because you're strong. Because you see, you know. And most importantly, you're not afraid to wake up. Gangstalkers want to confuse you, trap you, isolate you. But what they fear the most is your awareness, because the moment you name what's happening, you take your power back. So now that you know the signs, protect your energy, stay grounded, and never forget who you are. If you found this video helpful, like, comment, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. If you're looking for guidance or one-on-one support, you can book private coaching through the link in the description. And if you'd like to support the channel, donations are always appreciated and help this work continue. You are not alone. You are not broken. You're awakening. And they can't stop that.